My child, the atmosphere in the room around you is beginning to shift right now because a message from the highest realm has finally found its way to your screen. For hours, your mother, who now watches over you from a place of eternal peace, has been working with Michael to get your attention. She has been trying to break through the noise of your busy life, the worries in your mind, and the walls you've built around your heart. This isn't a coincidence, and it certainly isn't a random moment in your day. The heavens have moved specifically so that you would be sitting right here, breathing in these words at this exact minute. She is asking you, from the depths of her soul, not to look away or scroll past this. There is something massive waiting for you, a shift in your destiny that began the very second you pressed play. She wants you to take a deep breath and realize that you are not as alone as you have felt lately. Michael has stepped forward as a bridge because your mother's love is so intense it needed a powerful light to carry it back to the physical world. She has been calling your name, whispering to your spirit, hoping for a moment where you would be still enough to feel her presence. You've been through so much recently, carrying weights that would have crushed anyone else, and she has seen every bit of it. She sees the way you keep going even when your legs feel heavy and your heart feels hollow. If you feel a sudden, unexplained warmth in your chest right now, or if you notice a tiny tremble in your hands, please know that it is her. She is standing closer to you in this moment than she ever could when she was walking beside you on earth. For a long time, you have been the one everyone else leans on. You've become an expert at wearing a mask of strength, smiling through the exhaustion, and making sure everyone else is taken care of while your own needs sit at the bottom of the list. Your mother wants you to know that she sees the real you, the child inside, who is tired of being the strong one. She knows about those nights when you stare at the ceiling in total silence, wondering if anyone truly hears your prayers or if your struggle is invisible to the universe. She wants to tell you that every tear you've wiped away in secret has been seen. Every silent plea for help has been heard. You don't have to pretend with her. She knows the truth of your heart, and she is here to tell you that the season of carrying everything by yourself is coming to an end. She has watched you grow up much faster than you should have. You took on responsibilities and burdens long before it was your time, and because of that, a part of you feels like it missed out on being cared for. You've spent years feeling unseen, even when you were in a room full of people. If this message is touching a part of your soul that you usually keep hidden, please take a moment to acknowledge that connection. It helps the energy flow better when you participate in this bridge we are building. Maybe you could take a second to type your mother's name in the comments, or simply leave a heart to show her that you are listening. Your energy matters in this exchange, and she is waiting for that tiny signal from you that says you are ready to receive what she has prepared. One of the biggest reasons she asked Michael to reach out tonight is because she sees the guilt you've been carrying. You have a habit of blaming yourself for things that were completely out of your control. You replay old memories, wondering what you could have done differently or how you could have changed the outcome of certain situations. Your mother is whispering directly into your heart right now, telling you to let that go. She doesn't want you living in the shadow of what-ifs or regrets anymore. She loves you exactly as you are, and she is so incredibly proud of the person you've become despite the storms you had to walk through. You survived things that were meant to break you, and that strength didn't come from nowhere. It came from the divine protection she has been wrapping around you every single day. There is a doorway opening for you tonight, a rare opportunity for your life to finally start making sense. Your mother has been preparing a path for you from the other side, moving obstacles you didn't even know were there, and lining up blessings that are finally ready to manifest. She wants you to walk forward without that old fear holding you back. You've been living in a state of survival for so long that you've forgotten what it feels like to truly thrive. But that is about to change. Something huge is approaching, and it is the direct result of her prayers for you. She told Michael that she wouldn't rest until you knew that your future is safe and that your current struggles are just the final clearing before the light breaks through. As you sit here, try to quiet the logical part of your brain that tries to explain everything away. This connection is spiritual, not intellectual. It's about the pull in your heart and the peace that is starting to settle over your shoulders like a warm blanket. She is still with you, watching every step, cheering for every small victory, and catching you every time you stumble. She never missed a moment of your life, even the parts you thought you were walking through in total darkness. She was the quiet whisper in your mind telling you to keep going when you wanted to give up. She was the sudden wave of calm that hit you in the middle of a breakdown. That was her every single time, making sure you knew you were protected. Don't move away from this moment. The connection is growing stronger with every second you stay present. There is a specific sign she has planned for you, something undeniable that will happen in your real life very soon to prove she is truly there. Michael is preparing to reveal the first part of that sign, but first, she needs you to truly accept that you deserve the goodness that is coming. You've spent so much time feeling like you had to earn love or beg for a break, but she is here to tell you that your inheritance of peace is already yours. Stay with me, keep your heart open, and prepare yourself, because the message she has for you next is going to change the way you look at your life forever. The energy around this connection is intensifying because Michael is moving even closer to you now, almost as if he is leaning in to ensure that every single syllable your mother intended for you is heard clearly. He wants you to understand that she has been reaching out for hours because tonight is a very special night, a night where a spiritual doorway is opening that only appears once in a person's lifetime. This isn't just a random occurrence, it is a sacred window designed specifically for your soul to walk through. She is urging you to step forward without a single shred of fear or hesitation, leaving behind the old weights and the deep-seated pains that have tried to anchor you to the past for so long. She has been showing Michael the specific signs she has been placing in your path lately, signs she wants you to recognize as her signature of love. Have you had that strange, persistent feeling recently that someone is watching over you? It's that sudden wave of calm that hits you right in the center of a chaotic day, or that unexpected comfort that wraps around you just when you feel like you are about to break down. That tiny, quiet whisper inside your head telling you that you're going to get through this wasn't just your own thought, that was her voice, every single time, reaching across the veil to steady your spirit. If you have felt that presence lately, take a moment right now to acknowledge her in the comments. You might just want to type, "I feel you," or share a small sign you've noticed, because your energy and your presence in this moment truly matter for this connection to hold strong. She wants you to know that she never truly left your side, and she hasn't missed a single moment of your journey. She has been your silent protector, standing behind you through every storm that life threw your way. She told Michael to tell you that you have survived things that would have completely destroyed most people, and that strength you found within yourself didn't come from nowhere. It came from her standing right behind you, holding you up when your own knees were shaking. There is a specific memory she showed Michael, a moment where you were crying in total silence, thinking you were completely alone. You were pretending to the world that you were okay, but inside you were falling apart, and you had no one to hold you the way she used to. She wants you to know that seeing you in that pain broke her heart, but she was right there in the room with you. She was touching your hair and wiping your tears, desperately wishing she could lift every single burden off your shoulders. You've spent so much of your life being the one who carries everything, growing up too fast and taking on responsibilities that weren't yours to bear. She saw all of it, the loneliness you hid and the heaviness you lived with, and she wants you to know that none of it went unnoticed. Tonight is the night your heart is finally meant to hear her completely, without any barriers or interruptions. She has a promise for you that is already starting to manifest in your physical world. Michael said that within the next 72 hours, something very unusual is going to happen around you, something gentle yet impossible to ignore. It might be a song you haven't heard in years, suddenly playing on the radio, a scent that instantly reminds you of her, a specific repeated number catching your eye, or a sudden wave of warmth touching your skin out of nowhere. When these things happen, she is begging you not to panic or dismiss them. It is her way of saying, "It's me, it's always been me." You have been pretending to be so strong for so long, acting like nothing hurts, while your heart feels like it is breaking in slow motion. But your mother is here to tell you that she is guiding every single step you take. She is the reason you survived those storms you never even talked about to anyone else. She is leading you away from the pain of your past and toward something much larger and more beautiful than you can currently imagine. This message was chosen for you before you even woke up today, and it is vital that you stay until the very end to hear the rest. Something huge is unfolding in your life right now, and the timing of this message is not an accident. She sees the silent battles you are fighting in your private moments, the ones no one else even notices. She wants you to know that she is working behind the scenes to change the direction of your life. The next few days are not going to look like the ones you've just lived through, because a deep truth is about to be revealed, one that explains exactly what she has been preparing for you on the other side. Please don't scroll away or lose focus now, because the most intense part of her message is still to come. She has one final revelation that will explain why she chose this exact hour and this exact minute to speak to your soul. Your light is capable of reaching places you don't even know yet, and she wants the strength you gained through your suffering to eventually become a source of hope for someone else. But before that can happen, there is a life-changing truth waiting for you in the moments ahead. The atmosphere around you is starting to vibrate with a different kind of intensity right now. Michael says this shift only happens when a message is so powerful that it touches both the physical world and the spiritual realm at the exact same time. Your mother is stepping forward with a truth she has been holding in her soul since the day she crossed over. This is the part of the message she insisted you must hear without missing a single breath. She wants you to take a second and just breathe. Something huge is waiting for you inside these words. She told Michael that she knows you've been feeling a very strange kind of emptiness lately. It's that heavy feeling where you can be standing in the middle of a huge crowd of people, surrounded by noise, yet you still feel completely alone. You might have been worried that this feeling was a sign of weakness, or that you were losing your way. But your mother is whispering to you right now that this emptiness is not a flaw, and it is not a lack of faith. It is a sacred space she has been carefully preparing. It is a hollowed-out area in your life where something new, something powerful, and something that has been delayed for a long time is finally going to enter. You haven't been losing everything, you've actually been making room. Every ending you've faced recently, every door that slammed shut in your face, and every person who walked away was simply clearing a path for what you truly deserve. She said to tell you that you are entering a new phase of your life, the exact phase she prayed for back when she was still alive. This is the season where you rise without breaking, where you attract what you need without having to chase it, and where you receive your blessings without having to beg for them. If you can feel that truth settling in your spirit right now, take a moment to type, "I am ready" in the comments. It's a way of signaling to the universe and to your mother that you are opening that door she's been working on. She loves seeing you engage with this because it shows your heart is finally awake and ready to accept the good things. She's been aligning an opportunity for you, a shift in your timing that is going to change the direction of your life in ways you never even imagined. She looked at Michael and said a line that made even the Archangel go silent. She said, "Tell my child they have suffered enough. It is time for the struggle to end and for the receiving to begin. Your life has felt stuck for too long, almost like you were walking through a dark, endless hallway with no doors and no light. But she wants you to know that wasn't a punishment. It was preparation. The things you lost were never meant to be part of your future, because what is coming is larger, purer, and chosen specifically for your soul. There is a major turning point arriving for you very soon, quietly, suddenly, and unmistakably. Within the next few days, you will notice a shift in the air. It might come through a conversation that changes your perspective, a chance meeting with someone who holds a key to your future, or even just a sudden message or opportunity that feels like it was designed just for you. Something is going to click inside of you in a way that you simply cannot ignore. This is the season where your life finally starts to feel lighter and the heavy fog finally begins to lift. Your mother wants you to understand that the blessing coming toward you isn't some random stroke of luck or a coincidence. It is the direct answer to every single heartbreak you've ever carried alone. Nothing you lost was ever truly the end of your story. Nothing that broke you was ever meant to destroy you. Every painful moment was actually shaping you for what is arriving right now: clarity, peace, stability, and a breakthrough that will feel like your soul taking its very first full breath in years. Michael noticed your energy shift the second you began listening to this part of her message. He says your heart is finally ready to receive the message she has waited years to deliver. You've spent too much time doubting your own worth and thinking that life was somehow against you. But she is telling you that you are stepping into your becoming. The pain behind you was just the forge that created the strength you need for the glory that is ahead. She wants you to stop seeing yourself as someone who is alone or unsupported. She is the hand that kept lifting you when you fell, even when you didn't know she was there. She is the shield that stood between you and dangers you never even saw. She is the love that never left, and she wants you to feel her presence in your quietest moments and your hardest nights. You are at a crossroads right now. One path is filled with the shadows of everything you've already overcome, and the other path is glowing with everything you were born to become. She is guiding every single step you take toward a life that finally feels like home. You are entering a chapter where the support you wished for and the love you longed for will finally start showing up in physical form. You are about to be given what you were once denied. Stay right here, because the final truth she placed into Michael's hands is about to be revealed. And it's the one that completes everything she's been trying to say. Your spirit is expanding, and you are stepping into your true power. The light surrounding your name has grown so intense in this moment that it feels like a warm glow is beginning to fill the room where you are sitting. Michael stepped closer the very second you reached this part of the message, and he whispered that your soul is finally open and ready to receive the truth she has waited the longest to deliver. This is the final heartbeat of her message to you, the most sacred part of the connection that she has carried since the day she crossed over. She wants you to stay right here and not turn away, because something enormous is about to touch your life. Your mother wants you to understand that she sees the way you continue to choose strength even when your heart is heavy and hurting. She watches you push forward on the days when you feel like you have nothing left to give, and she sees you offering love to the world even when you feel completely unseen. She told Michael to tell you that you are much more powerful than your past and far more deserving than your doubts. If you can feel her love wrapping around you like a soft, steady, and unshakable embrace right now, please take a moment to type "I am loved" in the comments as a way to anchor this feeling in your heart. She is revealing to you right now that your long-awaited breakthrough is no longer just on the way. It has actually already begun. The tide is shifting in your favor, and she is ensuring that stability, peace, and divine guidance will follow you wherever you go from this day forward. She wants you to walk into your future without that familiar knot of fear in your stomach, knowing that she is guiding you into a life that was always meant to be yours. Her presence isn't fading, it is actually becoming clearer, louder, and more visible in your everyday experiences. Michael says the atmosphere around you has shifted, as if heaven itself leaned closer just to make sure you didn't miss a single word. Your mother wants to clear up something that she carried as a worry even after she crossed over. She sometimes wondered if she taught you enough or protected you enough while she was here. But when she looks at your resilience and your heart now, she is filled with an endless sense of pride. She sees how much you have healed and grown despite everything that tried to break your spirit. She has been working behind the scenes of your life, moving people and opportunities around you like pieces of a puzzle. Every time you narrowly avoided a disaster, or every time something fell apart only to make room for something better, that was her hand at work. You have never walked a single step alone. She has been going ahead of you to clear the path, beside you to keep you steady, and behind you to catch you if you fell. This is part of a sacred promise she made to your soul long before you were even born, a vow to guide and love you beyond the boundaries of her lifetime. She wants you to know that you were chosen for a purpose that is much deeper than the pain you have endured. Every challenge and every tear was shaping you for this divine moment where you step into the version of yourself she always knew you could be. Your future is not just hopeful, it is blessed, protected, and perfectly aligned. As this blessing unfolds, you might notice things in your life rearranging themselves. People who no longer fit your journey might pull away, but she is telling you not to fear these changes. Some souls were only meant for the chapter that has already ended, and their departure is making room for connections that will truly nourish your spirit. This shift is not just happening in your mind or your emotions, it is going to show up in your physical, real-world circumstances. A situation that has been stagnant is going to improve, a heavy burden is going to lift, and a door that once felt permanently locked is going to swing open. This isn't luck, it is the universe responding to your resilience and your mother's prayers. You don't have to force anything anymore. What is meant for you is already moving toward you, and you can trust the timing of its arrival. If you feel a sense of relief hearing this, maybe share a heart emoji in the comments to show you are trusting the process. She wants to leave you with a final reassurance that you should carry with you every single day. You are safe. You are protected by a light that cannot be dimmed, and nothing in this world or the next can break the destiny that has been written for you. Stop questioning your worth or fearing what is coming next, because the blessings she is bringing are stable and lasting. Whenever you feel lost or overwhelmed, she asks that you simply close your eyes. In that stillness, you will feel her calming your heart and guiding your next move. You are rising into a version of yourself that the world has not yet seen, one that does not need to shrink to make others comfortable. Your growth is divine, and your path is watched over from the highest realm. You have nothing to prove and nothing to fear, because your destiny is held firmly in her hands. She believes in you with a certainty that will never waver, and she wants you to start believing in yourself with that same intensity. As this message concludes, know that her voice is not leaving you. She will walk beside you in every joy, every quiet moment, and every victory yet to come. She is your guardian, your guide, and your mother forever. Her love is an eternal light that will meet you in every step you take from this moment on. Walk forward with confidence and peace, knowing you are never ever alone.